And here we are with
Corey Weber.
So Corey, why did you want to become an actor?
Well, I got sick of people telling me that I should be an actor when I was younger, is sort of the short answer. But the reason I wanted to become an actor is so I could explore the journey of becoming an actor and the challenges of that and entertain people.
What do you know about Westerfield Studios? Why did you want to work on a project from them?
Well, me and my buddy Joe just decided that you were a good guy when we met you at the film festival, and we just researched your company. We thought that you're an organized person and you've got a lot of great projects coming up, and we just decided to work with you. So we think that your company is going to do some great things.
Nice, thank you.
Some of my short-term goals are to be a lead in a feature film in the next year and find a way to make a difference in people's lives every day. Just somehow, some way, no matter what I'm going through in my life, I want to make time to help people every day.
Would you want to work in film, theater, live action, or both?
I'd say not live theater. I would say more filmed over theater. Yeah. I think we can reach more people with film. And I think right now where the world is and what's going on in the world, I really think that if enough filmmakers get together and we get the stories right, I really think that we can send the right messages out. And I think that the platform is film, not theater. How many people can you pack in a theater? I mean, it's great for a date night and you go out and you're at the theater, and I know that actors say that it's an amazing experience as an actor to be on stage and present to the audience and all that. That's all cool. I've never had an opportunity to do live theater. It's all been film work for me. But I think that we have a duty right now as actors and filmmakers to send the right messages through film right now, and I think that's where my focus is. I mean, not to have the same answer as Joe, but I do think that throughout our lives every day, it's a live drill. When you're meeting people and you want to get a message across or you want to make a connection, I mean, it's like life is a live drill. You know what I mean? So we find ourselves all the time making people laugh and taking a little extra time here and a little extra time there to make someone's day. Or, I can't tell you how many times I'm even throughout my day and someone's like, I needed that. Thank you. And that's entertainment.
Yeah.
I could have bought my thing and left, but I was going to spend an extra 5 minutes in the store and make 6 people laugh. Do it all the time.
Yeah. What do you most enjoy about acting?
I would say the people, interacting with the people. And every movie is a different challenge because it's a different story and you're working with different people most of the time. And there's a journey in all the characters. So it's constantly changing is what I love about it. And hopefully be able to travel, through film. That's what I like about it.
Yeah, like Spain.
Like Spain. Long-term film goal will be and has been to not only be an actor, be a filmmaker, be able to impact and help contribute to the stories. Not just be an actor, hey, give me the role. No, let me help develop the story and let me help with all aspects of it, So that's the long-term goal, is to not just be an actor. A lot of these actors, they have great careers, then they start producing. I've always tried to steer my career with making a short film, getting a role, making a short film, getting a role, So it's like being half filmmaker, half actor the whole time through. So that's kind of been the goal, and I want to continue that, to be a filmmaker, not just an actor.
Excellent. Do you have a favorite film or theater production?
You mean like just a movie? Favorite
Yeah,
movie?
what's your favorite flick to watch?
Gladiator, Braveheart. Those two are my favorites for sure.
Yeah.
Pound for pound, best movie. I mean, Gladiator had more money, but Braveheart was awesome.
One of the only 2 movies that made me cry. So.
Braveheart and Gladiator.
Braveheart.
Braveheart.
Yeah.
It had more heart, I think.
When my friend's dad died.
Oh yeah.
That wrecked me.
Yeah.
With the girl being raped and they couldn't get married and they took over the villages. It was awesome.
Yeah. Where did you hear about Westerfield Studios Omnilingual?
Sunscreen Film Festival. Yeah. During your pitch.
Oh, yeah.
You did great. And that's why we're here.
Thank you.
because we're here to support you. So.
Do you have any?
I thought you were going to ask me favorite actor. Is it in there? Make sure you hit that one.
Okay. Hey, do you have a favorite actor?
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger. And why?
I loved all his movies, and I thought he was going to have one of the best careers ever, and he died. And I kind of had this like promise with myself. I'm like, I'm going to try to finish your career. I know it's like a long task, but you know, that guy's career got cut short. And when I first moved to LA, my roommate had a roommate that was moving out, and his son was being mentored by Heath Ledger. And when he died, it was like this whole thing, and I was like, oh man. So
Wow.
his career, phenomenal actor, and I just love the roles that he did. And I kind of can see myself sort of, I know the age ranges are changing a little bit, but just, you know, being on horseback and digging into something important, you know, like everyone's doing this, and I want to bring something to a different direction. And you know, I think those are the kind of roles I really want to dive into, you know,
Yeah.
those kind of roles.
Do you have any formal training as an actor or stuntman?
Gateway Playhouse
Yeah.
is my training from acting in New York, and a lot of workshops in LA, just constant workshops. And stunt work would be riding dirt bikes, crashing cars, riding horses.
You mean being a teenager?
That's, yeah, I mean, pretty much, and just on-set experience for stunt work. You know, I don't want to jump off buildings or anything, but I've never gone to stunt school, but most of my stuff's been, you know, I'd say middle of the road stunt work, stuff like that. But I would love to go, you know, go to a stunt school and get some more experience, but I'm not afraid to do middle of the road stunts.
What's your favorite role that you've played so far?
I'd probably say 300 Rise of an Empire, when I was able to get on that production. It wasn't a big role for me, but
I'm not familiar with that one.
it was the second 300. Yeah, they they shot the whole movie overseas, and when they came back to edit, they didn't have what they needed. They did this big casting in LA, and I was able to get into the casting room somehow, and they're like, "You're not good for this, but we have something else for you," and they put me on a list. So I ended up getting cast, and I was working at Red Studios, and it was just, my IMDb meter went to the highest it ever was, and being part of something that large was, for me, it was like, this is happening.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I've been leads in short films and leads in independent feature films, but to be a part of something like that was like, you know, you're getting paid for the wardrobe, and you're training with the sword and the hair and makeup, and you're getting body sprayed, and I mean, it was like massive production.
That's awesome.
So yeah, that was probably my favorite kind of gig, but not really as far as like acting role, but being a part of a production like that was really cool.
Do you have any formal dance training?
Well, I used to go to Mexico and dance on stage, and with like, yeah.
Yeah.
So
What kind of dance?
it was pretty much stripping, but I was making $2,000 a night. So, but my sisters were dancers growing up, so just being around music and dancing, I don't have any formal training, but you either have rhythm or you don't.
Right.
You know, so
You want that left in there?
whatever.
Okay.
You can cut it.
The audience for guys.
They were all
Leave
girls.
that in there.
Have you ever had professional voice coaching?
Professional voice coaching, yes. On Game of Thrones fan film, we had a professional dialogue coach on set every day. He called everyone prior, worked with us over the phone and in person, and was like, do it again. So
you're kind of used to the voice acting world from the
yeah,
with that?
somewhat, yeah. My roommate was getting tons of voiceover work, so we were always practicing and been in some studios. You know, I don't have lengthy training, but I've been around enough of it to get by.
What do you think makes a role challenging for you?
When you are working with way more experienced actors, or way less experienced actors, like with not as much experience as you, so you have to really kind of work with them and help them, or you have to rise to the challenge of working with experienced actors that have been doing it a lot longer than you. I think that's the first thing, and then the second thing would be finding a character, building that character if it's not built already, like kind of Joe was saying.
Yeah.
But for me, it's all sense memory. Like the roles. As soon as I can, I try to relate back to my life. And, when was I really happy and when was I really mad? And I just pull it and I think about those times and I'm inserting them into the scenes right away because I can pull from them, almost like a therapy class. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I do, is more of a sense memory type thing.
Right.
Yeah.
What style of acting do you think you're best suited for?
My answer is kind of like Joe. It's a mix between everything, but for me, I think I have my own style, and I lean on sense memory. Yeah, I constantly do that. I've lived a pretty long life so far, and I've been through a lot of things, I think, and I can always pull on those moments, and happy, sad, glad, mad. How many emotions are there, really? At the end of the day, besides being a serial killer, But yeah, I wouldn't say there's one style that I lean on. When I was studying at Gateway Playhouse, my acting teacher said that this is a discovery of yourself, and it still is every day. And acting makes you more aware of what you're doing constantly. And sometimes in life, people aren't aware of what they're doing. They don't care. They're in another world. But acting forces you to do that. And you know what I mean? So as actors, it's a discovery of ourself. And we're constantly, like for me, using sense memory, pulling from my life constantly. It's almost like a therapy class because you're reliving those moments and trying to insert them. But yeah, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was real nice talking to you, and we're going to see you on set.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.